The Cellar Chronicles by Chris Aldridge, published in Dark Dossier 34, Installment 1. We are all equalized in the grave. If you want to hear death laugh, just tell him how rich, powerful, and successful you are. He cares not. He'll take hold and close your coffin lid all the same, and your hole will look identical to the poor man's. Life's pleasures offer only temporary relief. The only money or possession that does anyone any good is the coin in hand for the boatman so they can cross over. Of course, that's only if you're lucky these days. Most people either die without one, or don't have any relatives or friends with enough knowledge to put one on the deceased corpse. The world is filling with ghosts who must wait on the banks for endless generations. And who knows where our bodies will spend their final resting places, the same bodies which our spirits are inherently connected to. We can make plans, we can tell others what we want, but once we're gone we have no control over it anymore. We are at the mercy of someone else or circumstance. One may have the honor of a famous Hollywood burial ground, while another may end up in a lone lot of graves in some rural churchyard in North Carolina, rarely or never visited by anyone they knew in life. We might even be in an unmarked box or pile of ashes in our favorite park, forever unknown to the world. There we shall lie, in peace, yes, but loneliness most certainly. What always saddens me the most are the graves and resting places of people who died so long ago that no one can possibly know them anymore. Being lost to time is always my biggest fear, the immense pain of isolation, although the older I grow, the more I prefer it. But mine makes the least amount of sense above all. I was a Tar Heel state karate champion from Thomasville, living on a 30-acre estate that I surely thought I would inherit from my grandmother. My life was supposed to be set. I thought I'd be going out to a good career each day, visiting the same stores and public places as I did with my friends and grandparents as a child and teenager, and coming home at night to a peaceful rest, just like we all had for so many years, the next day bringing a new redundancy. But now I'm in the basement of an old apartment building in northern Illinois, 826 miles away from all I've ever known. It's certainly not a nice foundation either. It's only partially finished, dim, cold most of the time, and my only neighbors are an old washer and dryer and small storage facilities on the other side, housing junk that people never come down for. I don't even get a stray passerby, much less an actual visitor or flowers. Of course, why would they come bearing such gifts? It's not a graveyard, or at least that's what everyone thinks. No one knows I'm here, not my family, friends, or acquaintances, and I don't think they really care. After all, no one's tried to find me. It was hard to believe this was my end. When I first realized I was never coming above ground again, that the basement would never release me, I panicked and cried for days, thinking about my old life and how I had ended up downstairs. But eventually, I didn't think of it as so bad. I just started writing to pass the time. I've learned to cope. Besides, the basement is quiet, private, and sometimes relaxing, especially since the rope finally snapped.